George Newnham 235935 video 2. Okay, so in this video what I'm going to do is another warm-up, just in a little less detail, but I'm going to do the same things I did in the first video. And then I'm going to perform my song, All of Me by John Legend. And then I'm going to critique myself, say what's good, what's bad about it, and then I'm going to try and perform it again on the main parts that are bad about it. Okay, so we're going to start with our posture, as we always do. Feet hip width apart, so your balance is evenly distributed, arms by your side, eye line completely directly and forward, and your shoulders down. I'm going to do that quick exercise because this is where I normally struggle, just a couple times, and then I'm going to just gently massage all around my face and my neck, just so there's no tension in there. Okay, I'm then going to move on to my breathing exercises, I'm then going to move on to my breathing exercises because this can improve my lung capacity and my breath control, which is one of my worst areas, my shoulders and my breath control. And all I'm going to do is put my hands on my diaphragm, which I located in the previous video. It's just above your belly button, around your stomach area. This is the muscle that pushes out all of the air in your lungs, so this is the one that should be engaged throughout your whole warm-up and your whole of your singing. Okay, so I'm going to put my hand on that so I can locate it, as this is the first step to my warm-up. So I'm going to try and locate it in this one, and then in the rest of them, when it's engaged, I should be able to feel it. If not, then I'll put my hands back on here during the other exercises. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe in for 4, I'm going to hold for 4, and then I'm going to let out for 4. Okay? Okay, no, I'm going to start again, because I wasn't ready there. Okay, so again, in the last video I did say that that was quite easy for me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to breathe in for 5, hold for 5, and out for 5, so I can kind of stretch my lung capacity. I really want to get as much air in my lungs as I possibly can, and make sure that it's completely expanded, and I can hold it for as long as I possibly can. Okay, so even during that exercise, I did find that quite easy. So during the next video, I will probably move on to 6 seconds each. So hold it in for 6, hold for 6, out for 6, just so I can really try and push myself to as far as I can go, really. Okay, so what we're going to do the in for 8 and out for 10 now, but I'm going to do it on my side so I can see my stomach coming in and out. I'm not going to pulsate yet, I'm going to do that in a minute, but I'm just going to breathe in and out. Okay, that exercise did not go very well. I was breathing in too quickly and I ran out. I already filled up my lungs as much as I could by about 5 seconds in, and when breathing out I lost by 6 seconds. So all of my air was out by then, which isn't good, which means I want to have a consistent amount of air being pushed out constantly being pushed by the diaphragm. But so that didn't really happen in that time, which means I need to work on that definitely. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly move on, and I'm going to do the same exercise, but I'm going to pulsate outwards. Yeah, pulsate to a staccato to the letter ka, to the syllable of ka. So. Okay, I could really feel my diaphragm muscle moving that. I could really feel my diaphragm muscle being engaged that time, and I also did not run out of breath when I breathed in. I kept it consistent, and especially when I was breathing out, that was consistent as well. So that was much better than the first time I just did that. Okay, so I'm going to quickly move on to sirening, to an NG sound, so like an like that. This extends and defines our range. Because we normally sing in a most comfortable area, this would be my comfortable area, I wanted to extend my range so that I'm not restricted on only being able to sing like this. I want to be able to go higher and lower so I can sing the right notes. Okay, so in the last video I did explain that there's that there's that short area which there is no sound that comes out because I haven't been working on that, but I'm going to start working on that during the next few videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start high in my chest voice though, and then I'm going to finish low in my head voice so that I'm really focusing on those notes that you can't hear. The transition into my chest voice from head voice should be smoother than it actually is, but it's not because of my own lack of trying. So I'm going to start by, Okay, so did you hear the resistance of me trying to go back down? It kind of bounced back, so it went back up high, and then I had to retry and go down. So what I need to do is I really do need to work on this because I think that was worse than like the last time I performed that. So I'm going to do it one more time just to really try, and I'm going to only focus on that area. I'm going to start even higher than I just did. Okay, that was better than that other time I did it, but it's still not right. I still need to work on that. But that's fine because I do have 4 more videos where I can be trying with that. Okay, next I'm going to do brills and trills, which work the mouth and relax your lip muscles. It also loosens tension in your jaw, which is what we were doing when we were massaging the face, so this also does that. And it can make your mouth more fluid, which means it's easier for you to sing, and also can help your pronunciation. So, what I'm going to do is go up and then down to a brrr sound. So, okay, so I know I did that exercise right because I didn't lose that sound. I didn't go or my lips went too dry, my lips went too wet, they were just perfect. So I know I've done that exercise right and I can move on. So the next step is humming. This gets all the gunk off of your voice box and gently stretches your voice, which means it's extending your range. This can help improve your pronunciation. And all I'm going to do is hum the letter M, going up and then down, and I'm going to do it to a backing track of a video. Okay, so I began to enter my head voice almost then. I could feel that it was being restricted, and that's because I'm entering the limit of my chest voice. But no, that exercise went really well, I think, and I don't know whether you could tell, but during that I realised that quite early I wasn't hitting the right notes, I wasn't in the right key. So I kind of looked at it and tried to really try and match my voice with the piano keys. Okay, so I'm now going to move on to tongue twisters, which improves your pronunciation, warms up your mouth, your tongue and your lips, and can help develop muscle tongue memory. For certain vowel sounds, so like if you have so for like tongue twisters, so for example red lorry, yellow lorry, there's a lot of L's and R's in that. If you ever have a song which has a lot of those near each other but you have to perform it, this is going to help you because you're always going to have that tongue muscle memory on how to perform it, so you're going to know and be ready for that to ever come up. This also stops any restrictions with any words you have to sing or any form of tongue twisters within a song. So it can also improve your articulation, which is the way we speak and how clear we are. And all I'm going to do is red lorry, yellow lorry, and I'm going to go up and then back down in the scale. So, red lorry, yellow lorry, 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 red lorry, yellow lorry. Okay, during that exercise that didn't go very well because I didn't take a deep breath in during the beginning, so I ran out of breath when I got to the top, the highest part. So that's not good, so I'm going to want to work on that. I'm going to want to remember to take the deep breath in. Usually when I do warm-ups, I forget to take the deep breath in right before, which is quite silly. So I need to work on remembering to do that, and that will be the reason for why my breath control isn't very good. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to arpeggio, which helps your projection and extend your range. It also gently stretches the voice, such as humming does. And I'm going to just do I Can Sing Arpeggio with backing track. I'm going to start it quite low because that's where my favourite lies. My ability. I can sing arpeggio. 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 Okay, during that exercise, I don't think I hit the right key. I don't think I was in the right key there, so I need to start lower because I started around 1/4 of the way in. So I was already quite high up on the keyboard, and that's not where my range really begins, and it's easier for me to perform when I start at the lowest part of my range and then I move upwards. But that's just personal preference with me. Okay, so the second to last stage is scales. These are short and small sections which rise and then drop in tone. Yep. And this increases the flexibility of your vocal cords and strengthens your diaphragm muscles. So all I'm going to do this to is to the R sound, and I have a backing track here. So I'm just going to go, I'll do one example quickly, and then you can join in. Okay, I feel like that was the right amount for me to do because I feel like I started to stretch and hurt my voice there, which is not what I'm going to want to do right before I'm going to perform my song, because that's what I'm doing in this video. I'm going to just move on to the final part, which is a short song. This doesn't have to be anything complex. Mine is just going to be I Want to Sing. It's only a few lines long, and it's quite simple. There's no tongue twisters, there's nothing hard in it. It's just a very simple song. Just get used to singing before you do your actual song. So, I want to sing, sing, sing. I want to dance, dance, dance. I want to sing, I want to dance. Hallelujah. When the gates are open wide, I'll be standing by your side. I want to sing, I want to dance. Hallelujah. Okay, during that, I felt my diaphragm muscles working again, like I did in the previous video. That's really good. That means I've worked myself during the warm-up. That means my diaphragm muscle is engaged and it's ready. I'm ready to sing. So my song is All of Me by John Legend, and I haven't sung this yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sing it as if I know the lyrics, but I'm just going to sing it outwards, and then after that what I'm going to do is I'm going to critique myself, which I have done before. I have performed songs and then critique myself, so I'm just going to go through those afterwards, and then after that what I'm going to do is perform the song again and really try and focus on the negatives of the whole performance and not each section. They will come in later videos. What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're all crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections, and give your all to me. I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I'll give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Whoa. How many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. Your world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're all crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, give me all of you. Cards on the table, we're both showing hearts, risking it all, though it's hard, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so I've thought about while singing that, I was thinking about the positives and the negatives of that song, of that performance really, more like. So I noted that I had good breath control, so I didn't actually lose my breath at any point. Those parts where it might sound like I lost my breath, that's a negative. That is me going into my normal voice, and throughout the song I constantly do that. I forget, like, I almost forget as if I'm singing, and I go straight down into like, all of me, like, instead of, all, like, I will be working on it, so I will change that. But yeah, alongside that, I had a very monotone voice. It sounded quite boring, and I need to work on my pitch, if I'm honest. There's no delivery yet. I was kind of just stood here and performing, but that's because I really want to focus on my voice, and then after that I will kind of put a character into the song. During the bridge and during the chorus, I really connected the words. It's like I didn't leave like spaces I wasn't sharp enough, and I really do need to do that, especially during this song. In my tutorial one, this is one of Nicola's targets, was that I needed to make it more sharper in some areas, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make it, I'm not going to connect all the words together. My shoulders didn't rise up, which is good because normally they do, but no, they didn't rise up today, that's very good. And sometimes I drop into talking, which I've already said actually, I just realised. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform that song just a second time, and I think I'm going to focus on my voice mainly, the monotoneness of it really, and the connecting of words, because I really don't want another target which I have made is that there is no big difference between the verse, chorus and bridge, and then it kind of needs to be bigger, as if the chorus needs to be more like, you need to put more oomph into it, it needs to be louder, like kind of like a build up. The bridge is a build up, and then there's more like the show, like there's the main part, if you know what I mean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really try and like make them all sound different. So the chorus, they'll all sound equally good, but just in different ways. So like maybe quieter but good, or maybe maybe more emphasis just when I'm doing the chorus. I keep rambling, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform that again, and I'm just going to focus on my monotone voice. I'm going to want to really try and change that. So I've done some exercises where I've tried to extend my range, so I'm going to try and actually use that and go higher and lower, because right now I'm really staying in this comfortable zone area, which I did mention during the sirening exercises, that we often do stay in our normal comfortable area. So I'm not going to want to do that. I'm going to so when I perform, I'm going to really try and avoid staying in this kind of voice. I'm going to really want to go higher and lower. And I'm also going to focus on the difference changes and connecting the words. I'm going to make some areas sharper than other parts. So I'm just going to perform that again. Sorry, I just keep babbling, and I don't mean to. Okay. What would I do without your smart mouth, drawing me in and you kicking me out? Got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, I don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Whoa. How many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're all crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Whoa, give me all of you. Cards on the table, we're both showing hearts, risking it all, though it's hard, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you, and I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Wow. Okay, during that performance I made my words sharper, I think. So when I performed that, I really tried not to kind of connect them all, like especially during the bridge. But no, I thought I did better in that one than I did in the one I just performed. I think they were better, and the only comments I have to make that are negative is all the ones I said before, except for the connecting words. I do need to still work on it. Some words still are kind of fading into each other, and I'm going to work on whether that's needed in that section or whether it's not. But other than that, I just have to say that I also found another negative during that performance just then, is that sometimes I tend to go too fast in the music. I never really fall behind, but I normally go too fast. I think it's because I try and get the line over because I know it, or maybe it's something to do with that, but I'm going to really try and slow down in some parts where I try and speed up. Another part which I did seem to notice was that during the after the chorus, when he says, "'Cause I give you all of me," when I say of me, I go straight down into my normal voice. I just go of me, and I really do need to work on keeping that in tune and keeping that almost the same as the all part, the long all part, because then it can all connect together and flow nicely. Okay, so during my next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on my first verse, and I'm going to talk about all the negatives and positives of that verse, and I'm just going to get that one up to scratch and make that one look really good.